This time around, we are going to look at comment in Python, and then we'll look at multiple statements on a single line. We'll look at comment in Python, and then we'll look at multiple statements on a single line. So with this, I think we should be done with some of the fundamentals in the Python language, and then move on to other components, like talking about variables and talking about many other things. So let's just look at comment. What is comment in Python? Now we are still going to open our first program. So this was what we did in the last class. If you look at this program that we wrote the last time, I called the print function to print out the content of this etete, work, and fit. And you can see that I brought out this print etete, print work, and print fit in different lines. I can actually put all of them in one line. Now, if I try to bring this here, and I try to bring this here, already there's an error. If I execute it, it's going to throw me syntax error. You see, syntax error in line 4. And that is what it's looking at. But I can actually do this. I can introduce semicolon here and introduce semicolon here. So this enables me have multiple statements in a single line, right? I can do that. So by doing this, I'll execute, and it's still going to give me my output. I can even bring this print etete here by putting that one and say print, calling the function. Now I can do this. So how many? It's going to print etete twice. It's going to print this etete, the content of this, which is grandfather, is going to print it twice. To print this one, it will print this one, and print this. So let me execute. So you can see grandfather, which is this first one, then this one is now printed. Now if I bring this, if I cut this and I bring it here, I put this and I paste this here and I remove this. Now watch how it's going to arrange my output. Can you see grandfather, data supplied to fit? This is the code that operates on the data supplied, then grandfather here. So is the Python interpreter is just going to call the functions according to the way they are arranged to give you the output. That is that. Now, comment. You know, you look at comedians. When comedians want to crack joke, or sometimes when they are talking, they will now tell you, this is a joke. Oh, this is a joke. That very statement that they made that says joke tells you that every other thing that comes after that word joke is a joke. Right? So the same concept here. You can write a script, and then you want to be able to explain that your program, which is the script that you've written, to somebody. You can write that comment inside the script itself. The Python interpreter will know that to be a comment and will ignore it. So what is this, the character that are going to use to demonstrate that to the Python interpreter? So the same thing I just saying, this is a joke. Then anything you say after that joke means it is a joke and should not be taken seriously. I can come here and comment this work. I can come here and put this hash. So the moment I put hash, you can see that this has changed. So automatically, the Python interpreter will know that this is a comment and it's not going to do anything. So I can remove this and then I can come down here. So let's just bring this down. And I can put comment here and say, this is just to demonstrate what is inside, or this is to explain various quotes in Python. That is what this was for initially. Now, this place, I can come here and say, I can put a comment here and say, this is how you write multiple statements in one line. So this is a comment. Now, this is also a comment. The Python interpreter is going to ignore them. So why do we have this comment here? If your code is very complex, sometimes you want to explain to somebody who is reading that code to understand what you have written down. So you put comment. So the person can come and say, okay, this is just to explain the various codes in Python. Okay, that is what this is for. So this script is just for this code, just to explain the various code. Then this place is saying, this is how you write multiple statements in one line. So this is a statement. So Python interpreter is going to ignore this. When you execute, it's not going to give you any error. It's just going to execute it. See, it's going to execute it, and then you get your output. So that those are the things, the fundamentals that I want to introduce to you. So after this, we'll go into some of the other parts of Python proper. So the next thing we'll be looking at is variable. I've actually used variable, which is like this: a data, work, fate. These are variables that you have declared. Now I'm going to explain to you clearly in the next class what this actually means and why you use them. We are going to look at that in the next class. So till then, bye-bye.